Morning, AK Drip, back with another deck profile. And today's deck profile is going to be on Orcust, if you couldn't tell already by the thumbnail. This deck I've been playing with for a significant amount of time, and it's very fun. I mean, Orcust is one of my probably easily top 5 decks of all time. If you'd like to see a video on my top 5 decks or top 10 decks of all time, just let me know in the comment section. I can easily make that happen. I can go and reason why and everything like that. But with this deck is very versatile. It's very slept on, which another reason why I like, because here recently I've been wanting to play sleeper decks. I'm tired of playing decks that really have targets on their back. Unless I absolutely love the deck. But this deck, you see my duel videos. I've been playing with it for a while. I've taken a lot of stuff out and putting a lot of stuff in. Mainly in the extra deck. I haven't really touched the main deck at all. The main deck is actually solid. Like, there's nothing I would change as of right now. Which is the time of recording this is actually before the Mega 10. So, but I don't think there's anything in the Mega 10 I'd put in, is what I'm saying. But, with that being said, guys, please drop a like on this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. Leave a comment if you like. Join the Discord server. We'll have the Discord down in the description. And then hit that subscribe button. 85% of you guys, literally 85%, I see it on my analytics and stuff, 85% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel. And that makes me very sad. So hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification if you'd like to get notified whenever we upload videos. And join the DDD fam, man. That's all I got to say. But with that being said, guys, I won't waste no more of your time. We can go ahead and get into this deck profile. I don't know when I'm going to upload this, but I know some people have requested it, so. And I wanted to get it out to them. This deck, one thing I will say is this deck, like I said earlier, this deck is very versatile. It can go first, it can go second. It wants to go second because the reason why I made it like that is because if you know me and you know anything about me, I do nothing but lose die rolls. That's all I do. I go to locals, I go to regionals, it don't matter. I'm losing a die roll, so I might as well prepare myself for it, you know. So it can go second, but don't worry if you like or want to go second and your opponent knows you want to go second and they make you go first. With this deck at least, both engines that are in it are so small you can main deck going first cards, you can main deck going second cards. It doesn't matter. This deck can go first or second. It just wants to go second, mainly because you can get the 6th draw. But for the first cards we run is the card that we were literally missing all along, and that's 3 Gearsu. This card is nuts. When it's normal summoned, you can give you and your opponent a token, and you can place those tokens anywhere. Like, you can even place your opponents as well. And his other effect is, so that helps you a lot if you're playing the Mech Knights. So you can place your own zones, so you can play Mech Knights on your first turn. I was very, very early stages of this deck, I was attempting to run Mech Knights because since I said it wasn't wanting to go second, but I took them out because I didn't want to mainly rely on going second. I wanted to run some going first cards too, just in case, for that exact reason that I said earlier, that if your opponent knows you're running a going second deck, they'll just make you go first because they can hand trap you to slow you down a lot easier than it would be if you mained some going first cards. So, but yeah, with its secondary effect, you can send a World Legacy or an Orcust card from your deck to the graveyard. It's very good. And his effect is normal when he's normal or special summon too. So there's some times where you can, this is not the best normal summon in the deck, it's the second best, but sometimes if you open well enough, you can actually get him on this field at the same time as your other normal summon if you open just insane. One thing I will say ahead of time, we are running a very hefty Orcust lineup. Like our Orcust lineup's probably thicker than most people's Orcust lineup. That's mainly because of some of the tech cards that I choose to run. Then we were running 3 Nightmare. Fun fact, I've been playing Orcust since Orcust came out, and I did not know the targeting effect was mandatory. I know, silly me. I just recently figured that. I mean, I've recently learned that from playing at locals. It just goes to show that you learn as you go in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's the way it is. But yeah, Nightmare, target, send, fills your grave, gets an Orcust and banish pow. And then the next honorary Orcust card is 2 Wand. And then we run in 2 Symbol. 2 and 2 of these 2 names is perfect. Do not run less, do not run more. 2 and 2 is perfect because the second skeleton does come up. I promise you it will come up. It will never not come up. That's just the way it is. It will never not come up. Same with Wand, because they can either you'll banish it off of your tech card, or you will or they will call by the grave it, and then you have to work your way around even attempt to find a way to get it back in rotation with the rest of your Orcust cards. So please, for myself and for yourself, definitely run 2 of each of these cards. It's mandatory. And then the last one we run is Brass because it's an Orcust name. And it special summons. And it's a tuner. We run Halka-Fibrax in this build, so yeah, it's a tuner. But that is actually our Orcust lineup. I know it's kind of thick, but it is what it is. I like it. I wouldn't change anything about the Orcust lineup. And then for the next engine, if you couldn't tell already by guessing it, it's the Scrap engine, the best normal summon in the deck. If you find a way to normal summon this, and you have Gearsu in your hand, and you have enough extenders, you can send Brass to grave, banish Brass from the graveyard, and then special summon Gearsu from hand to get an additional send. And then after that, you can go into Scrap combo, etc., and just continue to fill up your graveyard. That's what I was referring to earlier. And then we were running 1 Refrigerator, 1 Golem. That's all you need. It's pretty much standard for that part. But that's it for the secondary engine we run. And then for just the regular extenders, this is my going first extenders. Parallel Exceed. I know it sounds weird. We only run 2. You don't need 3 because it's not a Cybers deck. You don't really need to see this card. It's nice when you see it because you can extend pretty far with just these 2 cards. If you don't know what this card does, when you link summon, you can special summon it to a zone a link monster points to, and then when you do, you can special summon another copy of itself from the deck, just half its level. So it goes from a level 8 to a level 4. That's it. And then this is my going first. This is my blind first, and then these are my blind seconds. Just 2. 2 Cyber Dragon. Because Apollosa is a thing. She likes to negate. That's a thing. And on top of that, Contact Fuse is a thing. So it just works out. On top of that, it's a free body if even if you don't like Mega Fleet something. If you don't Mega Fleet something. So that's this is going first. This is going second. The next extenders is Jet Synchron. We were running Jet Synchron because it is a level 1 tuner and it's broken and it works with Halka-Fibrax. It's just an overall really good card, obviously. The next one is Gizmic Orochi. This is the one that I was talking about that you banish almost everything off of, and you don't want to banish too many of your resources. So you want to make it less critical on you as all possible. So yeah, Gizmic is Gizmic. Everybody knows what Gizmic does. Glad he's getting reprinted for the people so they can afford him. We're running the Gamma package for the hand traps. So Gamma is really good in this format because it hits pretty much anything, and it destroys too. It also can hit Zexal, and I wanted my hand traps to be as versatile as possible. So we would decide to go with the soft frame package. And then on to the spells. We got 3 return. Excuse me for having 2 unlimited. This card, on a side note, along with several other Orcust cards, really should have been in the Mega 10, and it really infuriates me that it's not. Because a lot of people can't afford this card, and they really would like to run Orcust, but they can't afford this card, and it really, really ticks me off. This card should have been in the Mega 10. This and Orcust card should have been reprinted in the Mega 10 as commons or secret rares. I think they should have really got a secret rare bump. There's literally nobody really playing Unchained at the moment. There's no reason that those should have been in the Mega 10. There's no reason that Sunlight Wolf needed a 3rd printing when it really hasn't even gotten above $6. It really infuriates me. It annoys me to death. So the Orcust card should have been in there. Definitely considering its Ignition assault for like Dingirsu and stuff like that. I'm not saying Dingirsu doesn't need a reprint. Obviously it doesn't because it's already cheap. But it still would have been nice to have it in a secret rare. It still would have been nice for this to be printed as an ultra so people could potentially afford it. It's very annoying. But that's a ramble for another day. 3 return. And the next board wiper, we got 3 Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm clears up your field, clears up your opponent's field, does whatever you need it to. It's very good. And then the next card, we got another. We run a Lure in here because it's a draw card. If anything, you can banish something. Whatever you banish, you can easily shuffle back, or you can summon it. So like, there's some times where I use a Lure, and I would banish Nightmare, and then I would find a way to get 1 engraved, just banish 1 to summon the Nightmare. So it works. And then we run 1 God card. Card Destruction. This card's disgusting. Fills your grave. Orcust combo shenanigans pretty much right there. And it sends your opponent's hand too, so it works. Very good card. I would not take it out. I love that card. And then we run 1 Succession for part of the combo. Foolish Burial. This is combo. It's how you extend and completely overly fill your graves to where the rest of your deck at that point doesn't even matter because you don't need it. You don't even really need your deck anymore after you use this for combo. And then for the field spells, we run 1 Terraforming, 1 Babel, and then the Mystic Mind for crucial moments where I absolutely need it. You don't crutch on this card like bad decks. We just use it to, well, actually, I take that back. We do crutch on it, but we don't like rely on it, if that makes sense. We crutch on it in crunch time to be able to get our plays going, and then we get rid of it. We get rid of this because we can. The combo is like so little that you can actually play under the restrictions with this. So, and then once you do that, you just get Babel, and then you just play Babel over top of this. Because, yeah, we're kind of playing unfair, but we're not playing too unfair. So, that's it for the field spells. Onto the traps. I main deck 3 evenly. Excuse me for the ultra rare. But I main deck 3 evenly because it's evenly. And like I said, you want to go second, but it doesn't matter. Even if you go first, you can just set it. And if they break your board, it is what it is. And then the last card in the main deck is Crescendo. Crescendo's Crescendo. It's combo. If not, it's going sec. It's turn 2. That's it for the main deck. It's 43. Let's get on to the extra deck. The extra deck is actually really nice, honestly. I love it. We got 2 Galatea, and then 1 Long Girsu. There's a lot of Orcust decks that does not run Long Girsu, and I don't understand why. Long Girsu is literally the MVP for me in this deck. Best card in the extra deck, outside of Topologic, Zoroboros. This guy's nuts. Because once you get your whole rotation going, you just go ding, ding, send, link into this to shuffle back. Completely just breaks boards. That's another reason I wish this would have got a reprint. It's so fusion, but it is what it is. I really wish this would come in a secret rare. I don't want an ultra rare. It's been too long. Give me a secret rare or an ultimate. Oh my god, that'd be gorgeous. That's it for the Orcust engine. And then we just got Scrap Wyvern for the scrap combo. And then we got IP Masquerena. Shout outs to Jacob if you're watching this channel. If you're watching the video. Jacob, you've seen a few times. I've gotten a few deck profiles off him. This is actually his card. He loaned it to me for one night at Locals, and I forgot to give it back to him. I'll give it back to him when I see him again. I just wanted to tell him that. Then we got 1 Unicorn for the play. Then we got Link Karibo for the Girsu token, for also Brass and also Jet Synchron. And then another great card and extender is Lib. She is busted. I think it's hilarious that they honestly took away the Synchro Ib and gave us an even better version, an easier version, a more generic version. Because if you have a World Legacy Engrave, which you just send the World Legacy before you send the Orcust cards, you can summon her. That's her summoning requirement. You have to have a World Legacy Engraved in order to summon her. And then when you summon her, once there's a World Legacy Engraved, you just search a World Legacy spell or trap and automatically set it to the field. So it plays around Ash. And then you can act. Then you just keep going off from there. And then when she's linked away, you can. I don't think it targets either. It says if this link summon card is sent to the graveyard's link material, you can shuffle 1 card on the field into the deck. So it doesn't have to be a monster. You can shuffle back a spell, trap, a monster, and shuffles it back into the deck. It's really good. Really, really good. I love that card. And then, arguably the best card in the extra deck, Zoroboros. Card is nuts. Since he got eroded and the text changed, he's low-key even better. This card is a 3K beat stick, gains 200 attack for every card banished. That is your banished pal, your opponent's banished pal. Face up, face down, don't matter if it's banished, he's getting a buff. So if your opponent plays that bad draw card, Desires, I hate that card. It's only good in like 2 decks. If they use that, fuels him. Your Gizmic Orochi fuels this. You banishing for Orcust fuels this. This guy gets big and then banishes your opponent's entire field and your field, which doesn't matter because you can easily shuffle your materials back to make this and make him huge and attack for game. What? That's insanity. Then we got 1 Noodle Boy, Hawk of Fibrax. No, I'm making a video. Go. No, go. Okay, alright, I'm making a video. 1 Apollosa, because it's Apollosa. 1 Boral Sword, just to do excess damage when it comes down to crunch time. That's literally the only reason we run it. 1 Dingirsu. Apologize, I don't have the ultimate rare yet. It's very frustrating. And then we are running 1 Mega Fleet, obviously for the Contact Fuse play. And then the last card in the extra deck is Utopic Zexal. No, I'm not running this degenerate card. Yes, you can argue I'm running it because it's in my extra deck, but I'm not summoning it. It's from the side deck is where all the juice comes together. But that's it for the extra deck. I'll go ahead and show you the side deck so you can understand. We're running 2 Dark Ruler for those decks that we can't slow down really with our main deck or struggle to break. We run 2 Twin. Twin gets our stuff in the graveyard because it discards for cost, I believe. No, it doesn't discard for cost, but still it discards and it gets our stuff engraved. Another reason too, I forgot to say earlier, is another reason why we run like evenly is because this deck doesn't really OTK. I mean, it doesn't kill you on the first time you get to attack. It slowly builds its board up, slowly gets its resources going, and then it OTKs. That's another reason why Dark Ruler is really good too. So you're not going to OTK them, but you want to break their board. More of the story. That's why Dark Ruler is another really good card in the side. And then we are running 2 Nibiru because it's still, at the end of the day, it's still Nibiru. It still takes care of combo decks. Then we're running 2 Dogwood for the combo decks and for time. So we can easily gain life points and cheek our way out of a victory. Very cheeky, I know, but it works. I've done it a few times. And then we're running Saint Nick himself, Santa Claus. This card is really good. My opinion is better than Kaiju's because we can easily out it. It's only a 1200 with 2500 defense, and on top of that, you get to draw a card at the end phase, even if you send it away and get it engraved. It's disgusting. So you get to draw. Like if your opponent has Utopic Zexal, you just drop this on them, and then you can't do nothing that turn if you had no other way to stop Zexal. But during the end phase, you can draw additional cards, so you go +1 off of it. It's really good. I like it. I think it's better than any other Kaiju. The only reason I would run Kaiju's is if I could search it. That's literally the only reason. Then we run 2 Phantasme for the Link decks. 2 Phantasme is good. Helps you reset your hand and makes your stuff can't target. And then the last card in the side deck is 3 Cherries, which is where our Zexal comes into play. Run 3 Cherries because everybody run, for the most part, combo decks are running Hawk. You can reveal your Hawk, banish your opponent's Hawk before they can get into the Hawk combo. So it makes them have to rethink their strategy. On top of that, if you're running Zexal, as soon as they spam out the Numerons, you could just hit them with Cherries, reveal Zexal, and they won't be able to overland a Zexal. So it works. Cherries is a very underrated hand trap in this format, along with Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre is very good too. I was running Ghost Ogre in the side deck, but I had to make room. So, yeah. But with that being said, guys, that is the profile, main, side, and extra deck, guys. Hope you liked it. I love the deck. There's nothing I would change right now. Main deck is 100% solid. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I'll gladly answer your questions. If you have any other questions, you can just message me in the Discord. I'm the founder of the Discord. It's Renegon X Uchiha. That's the one I am on there. But with that being said, guys, please, like I said, drop a like. Hit that subscribe button. Become part of the DDD fam. And then just have a great day. Stay safe out there with Corona going on and everything. And good dueling, you guys. Drip out. Peace.